Hey family, we are back with another dose of the Critical Breakdown. This dose, I feel like I'm dealing with withdrawals because it was very long overdue type of deal.
Very much.
I'm very excited to have this gifted soul and spirit right next to me. This impeccable lyricist, okay? Let me repeat, impeccable lyricist. The one and only Seefour in the building. I feel like you don't have to give too much of a long, extended introduction.
Thank you.
Because his energy is going to speak, man. Welcome, Seefour.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. It's been low key like a blessing and a dream to be inside the maze.
You're not about to do that to me.
Just because the people you're associated with and just what you do, I feel like you have a mission and a goal to the show. And I feel like you're the type of person, you're not gonna do it right, you're not gonna do it at all. So
Seefour is trying to start off this interview by getting me emotional. I am a thug. So I'm not gonna allow that right now. Okay. But listen, we got so much to go over. Mainly, this new song we got going on. First of all, you got this is a new project you dropped, right?
It's a new album.
Tell them about the project, because you've been going crazy with the promo.
Yeah. So it's a new album. Sponsored by Putinwork Records.
Shout out to homie Putinwork, Rob.
Yes, sir. Mixed and mastered and produced by Gibby DJ.
Dope.
It's 48 minutes with 16 tracks. So it's an album. It's a full LP.
A real one.
Yeah.
16 tracks.
Yeah, I would even then call a lot of my past work just projects. Like they was that word you said because of the ideas and everything I was just working on. It wasn't full yet. It didn't have the body that I wanted it to have and the mass that I wanted to have.
Ooh, I'm gonna cut you off only because we about to get real juicy and I haven't even started the show yet. It's the Critical Breakdown and we about to, I know, Jesus, he threw me off because we was really about to get deep. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Whoa, Seefour. This is a first timer, okay?
Yeah.
We're here to talk about one of the songs off of this project, because we're gonna get into all of that you was just getting into, called Shake the World. And I can just tell it's gonna be a really serious Critical Breakdown.
Yeah.
So let's get straight to it.
Just do it.
Money, 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 money makes the world shake. I just wanna know what's gonna get you out your birthday.
All right, so, Seefour, I don't even know where to begin with you, sir, but we're gonna start with these lyrics and it's gonna build from there, okay?
All right, bet.
So you start off by saying, and tell me, is this kind of like an ad-lib spirit birthday, or you use this is a lyric type of deal? This is the spirit birthday? Tell me. You already know I'm about to ask.
So one, I didn't say, it was an overlap of the vocals. So it was more like, I was saying my kind of the chant, the spirit chant, the spirit.
Okay.
And then on my other ad-lib of the track, I don't know. It was like a.
It's just a chant type.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was just,
I got it. I'll take
so
it. All right, because that was my first question when I first saw it.
Celebration. It was like a start off of a celebration.
Now I get it. So it's like spirit. Celebrate your birthday. I get it now. I get it. All right. So now that I got that out the way, because that was my first question.
Yeah. And it's like, what do you need to celebrate birthdays?
Your spirit.
Money.
I was not ready.
You want to do anything for your birthday. You better have some money. That's all I know.
He's about to lead me into these next lyrics because he says, money, 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 money. He's money, 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 money. Forward, right? Makes the world shake. And let's just stop right there because we know this already, right? And I'm assuming you just mean that in an incredibly literal way, right?
Yeah, I mean that in a literal way, but also to kind of pull in reference from like songs like the OJs, you know what I'm saying? Like when they're talking about like what money do, money makes the world go around, and what the closest of friends or family would do just for $1 or whatever it is. It's a lot of overstepping like moral boundaries. So like, the money makes the world shake. It's just one of those things where we need this to do a lot, which again, I don't feel like we need a lot, money to do anything we want to do. but you know, it takes a lot to understand that you don't need that to live the life you want to live, or you know, be free at heart. So
audience, I don't know if you caught it just yet, but this man Seefour is always going to have a deeper meaning. I don't know if you caught this already. It's just a more, and with something, I say this in a complimentary way, like your energy, your brain is really enlightened. So the simplest of lyrics, I already know, is about to have about at least 5 different meanings. At least 5, okay? So let's continue on. I'm gonna get through this whole bar section here where you said, oh, and I never even gave you the disclaimer. In case you haven't noticed, I am gonna quote your lyrics like a whole asshole. It's not my fault, it's just the way I read. I'm sorry, it's not my fault. So you said, I just wanna know, what's gonna get you out your birthday suit, hop out the coupe, put back the roof? What did the girl say? Meet up, wait, let me make sure I say this right. Meet up link around 3 words, just words, we'll say.
We'll see.
We'll see, because I can't read
Words
today.
just words, we'll see.
Do it again.
Words just words, we'll see.
You hear the notes? You hear the notes? Yes. Now, I know with you, again, the lyrics sound very simple, but I already know when I ask right now, what does this mean? Be prepared for your mind to be blown. And Seefour.
I mean,
so tell me, what is that section? What are we talking about here?
I just wanna know what's gonna get you out your birthday. So I mean, your birthday suit, everybody knows what your birthday suit is. It's out your clothes. I mean, obviously. But two, I was saying, it's deeper in some ways where it's like I want to get you out of that experience. Okay. Because again, there's so like money can, you can only do so much with money. After you buy everything you buy and after you get everything you get, what is it? Did you go travel? Did you see places? Right. Did you check up things that you've never seen before? And like, let's do that. Let's go here. Let me build something on my mind that I've never thought to. So I just feel like I'm that person. I'm that person that's like, yo, whatever you want to do it. Or, you know, certain things you never thought about that complimented you in life, I'll be like, this compliments you. Why you never started a business on this? Why you never? So I be thinking like, you know, at the end of the day,
Listen, I feel like
I just want to know what's gonna get you out your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Suit, hop out the coupe. If it's not the coupe, if it's not pulling back the roof, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I guess it's showing action. So, you know, words just words, we'll see.
I just want to know if anything I've said so far is inaccurate. I just want to know, audience, is anything I've said this far inaccurate? I just want to, okay, thank you. Let's continue on down. We're going to skip a little bit down and get into this verse, right? You said, God damn, I'm a bad motherfucker from the land. I'm just too good in my city, girl. We ain't ducking from the law or clan. Goddamn spirit. I'm gonna drop the phone because watch how this happens again, y'all. Seefour, what did you mean by these lyrics?
So yeah, I say, spirit, goddamn, I'm a bad motherfucker from the land. And I get that first bar from, you know, just old, I feel my remembrance of my like mother or family playing like black old exploitation films where it's like, you know, you have the Dolomites, you have the people that's very I would say like charismatic and have those characteristics where they're feeling themselves and like or two, like a James Brown. James Brown was my favorite people. Where like again he would just feel himself and like everybody back in the 80s, 70s thought that they was a bad motherfucker.
I just want to say it's funny that you mentioned James Brown because I mean you're not sliding across the stage, but your energy and presence on the stage actually kind of gives off that James Brown energy. So it's funny that you mentioned that. I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm sorry.
That's definitely one of my inspirations. You know, just musically and performance wise. But I was like, I'm that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm that bad motherfucker.
Okay.
And I'm from the land. I'm from Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like I was born in Boston, and I always say, you know what I'm saying? Like I went to Brockton at an early age, and you know I put kind of those people and those feelings in that city into my, you know what I'm saying, like portfolio, and just I feel me personally put them on my back and just was like, let me whatever I can do to put in that work, this is how we're gonna do it, you know. But I always say contracts.
Period.
I'm a contract worker in life, man. You know, because everything don't last for so long. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, until I don't feel love.
Yeah.
The love don't be given, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's real, okay? That's absolutely real. And I feel like you're leading me into your lyrics. I see what you're doing here. I see what's happening.
So I go to say, you know, bad motherfucker from land, and I'm just too good in my city, you know? I'm not.
How you gonna beat me on reciting the lyrics? Seefour about to take over my show. Go ahead, continue, because I love to hear it from your mouth. Go ahead.
I'm just too good in my city, girl. We ain't ducking from the law or the Klan. That, honestly, I think that is more of a sentimental bar to me now, because I've been starting to understand just the history of the city, and like, you know, the racial tension within the 90s, the 80s, the stops and frisks, the things that you know, young black kids had to go through and young black males had to go through during the 90s. My uncles, my brothers, and many people can contest to it. I just have to ask
a silly question, not silly but real, because I felt it ever since. I can't remember the exact name of the documentary, but we're talking about the same thing. Do you feel a type of way when you go past that Walgreens that's up around American Legion?
I know what you're talking about, where the cop got shot at. Yeah. And it's so crazy because my family, one of my family used to live in the buildings that he used to live at when he talked about that whole situation of his sister, or it was somebody to him passing in that building. Like, it's just crazy. Like, this is real. Like, and if you're not doing the research, or if you not know where you're from, sometimes you can speak in ignorance, you can speak blindly, and or know blindly, and really know nothing. You know, so like, yeah, I just say, you know, I'm bad from the land. I'm just too good in my city wherever I go, and that's what I'm just saying. Like, it's a contract thing. I ain't ducking from the law of the Klan. Yeah.
And then goddamn spirit.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna continue on, because you said he was talking about the contracts, right? He has said charge for bars and the show. Okay. I'm gonna just stop right there real quick, because I feel like as creatives, people don't understand. A lot of us are living off of our gift, right? Yeah. We're surviving off of, I hate to say the word surviving, we like to thrive off of our gift. And I'm sorry, exposure doesn't pay my bills, does it? Does it pay yours, Seefour?
No. It's just got to that point with me where it's like, it's not paying no more.
It's not paying my bills.
You know, like, I'm 22 now. I've been doing music full time since 14, 13. And I've loved music all my life, you know what I'm saying, since the age of 7. So me, now I'm understanding it to a certain point where it's like, even then working with certain people like Rob, he's making me understand the value in myself of the music and how tangible it is and how merchandise sells and how you can make a lot off of this thing we have that we call a gift, but we don't know it yet, whether we realize it or not. So I just been being able to explore those gifts of mine more and just make it more lucrative.
This is why I love a good conversation, because I'm gonna veer off from the lyrics just a little bit and ask. So I see the hustle. I've always seen your hustle and your work ethic on the stage as an artist. But there's this sweet marriage between you and Mr. Putinwork, Rob, that I feel like there's been an explosion with this last project. Tell me, how did we get to this place? Because I've seen the growth. How did we get here where you guys are both hustling, going crazy, all in the name of this project? What was that transition?
That transition for me was realizing my worth. I feel like I went through a lot of business relationships and a lot of things that just didn't sit well with me. And again, what I always say, when I was younger, people could have really benefited off that a lot. When it was just me noticing, like, I just want to help. Me being that innocent, I just want to do what I need to do, and I just want to help. Like, that's all. And certain people not taking that into consideration, just thinking that that's gonna be the motive all along, until you actually know how to work that camera and edit that footage, and after you edit that footage, you know how to color grade and all these other things. It's a deeper beast that we fight. So I feel like working with Rob, he made me understand, like, like, do you understand, even then, the age you are now, we can get it and we can stretch it however we need to. But for how long you've been doing it? Who was there? Like what was going on? And he's really asking me the questions that I need to ask to myself. And I started to answer and have those answers now. And I think as I start to get older, I'm gonna lose patience, have those answers, but also to build with patience with certain things.
Listen, it's just, I'm so amazed. If you see me kind of days out, it's because I'm amazed. When I first got introduced to Seefour, you were this young, fiery kid that was insanely bar-tastic. That's, you see how I made up a word? Insanely bar-tastic. Like, your talent like preceded your age. But now to watch you mature age-wise and grow in your talent is beautiful to watch. So
Thank you.
If you see me gaze, that's the reason why I'm very proud of what I see right now. Now tell me, let's get back. I guess we should get back to the lyrics because that's what we're here for, right? But we're not here for that. More conversation. Anyway, I'm gonna go down a little bit further. Where you actually, let me see here. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Because we're just, you know how the conversation just leads?
Oh,
You see how that happens? Just because the lyrics coincided what we just talked about, okay?
Did you know that I charge for the bars in the show?
Oh no, I'm skipping down. I'm skipping down. You see how you try to take my job?
Okay.
Take my job.
but just know, it's a car, it's a lot, it's a loan. You feel me? And I don't take checks. Give me cash. You got through the phone.
Seefour off my show.
I'm joking. Co-host, I'm saying. Come on.
I'm joking.
I do it all. Go ahead.
He definitely does it all. You understand me? But I want to go down because of the conversation we were having about your partnership with Rob. You mentioned him in the lyrics. Also, this connection with your producer, Gibby. So you said, I'm on the road, goddamn. I'm tired. It's been city. City. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah, city got to put in work. It's 50-50. So I bet it all with producer Gibby. See how that happens, right? Had a talk with Rob. Rob puts in work. See how that happens? Yes. Said it's looking litty. Absolutely. That was mine. He didn't say absolutely. I said absolutely. Okay. Then he ended out with get you state to state with no venue empty. Let me just pause because that's the reason why I wanted to highlight that based off of what we were just talking about. I don't think the managers, the people behind the scenes get enough flowers. You guys are the talent. Don't get shade. You are the gift, you understand me? But there's nothing more beautiful than seeing somebody see your greatness and then instill it in you or help to instill it in you. So we talked about Rob. Tell me about the producer Gibby, that marriage. How does that work?
Gib he's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's good, he's a kind heart. He really, I honestly think he wouldn't hurt a fly. Like, at that point, he just wants to do what he loves and do it to the fullest. And I want to bring certain people to that highest of magnitude that I can for my heart and my soul to be like, yo, like I can sleep good at night knowing that, yo, like I did what I wanted to do. Dope. You did what you wanted to do. We did what we wanted to do. Now we can pay our bills and now we can sit comfy and now we can, you know, do music whenever we like in our homes and not have to go to studio and pay money and do all this crazy nonsense to really just make one simple thing. A record. A record that you can play in your car, that you can play at home, that you can really relate to.
Good quality.
Yeah, at quality at that. Yes. So I think Gib really brought that beast out of me with Spirit of a Warrior to create this this persona and this character. Like when me and Gib work, I think from now on it's gonna be spirit talking. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. Unless y'all really tap in with Gib, y'all producers, and fuck with him and y'all can get some of that taste that we put on these tracks, me being spirit, but it's gonna be a lot coming out of this brand and out of this body of Seefour, aka Spirit. So yeah.
I'm real excited. I'm really excited for this. All right, so now we gotta switch gears because your lyrics switch gears just a little bit, okay? And you said it's a healthy life. I can feel it in me. I keep wifey happy with the platinum city. Wait, so hold up. Because I was thinking it was gonna go one route, but it went a different route. How do we keep wifey happy with the, platinum semi? Tell me, because get ready guys. Seefour, hit it.
So kind of going back to being like on the road, that I feel like is, again, that's what pays my bills. That's what pays the bills. That's what makes me happy. That's what, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like being on the road, and I recently actually just went on a tour. We collaborated with Seefour to make the Sun Up tour. And we just been building like that, and that builds on with the relationships of people that I've just been working with, like Rob and Gib. But like, I just understand that in order for me to do me, and then in order for other people to be happy around me, you gotta let me do me. and at the end of the day, it'll all work out because the simplest of simple life things stress us out. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like half the time I feel like it's financial. It's It's money.
Listen,
money.
Money don't make you happy, but baby,
Mr. Krabs wasn't bugging, man. Mr. Krabs wasn't playing. He's like, yo, I'm trying to keep $1.
Because I can solve a lot of problems with some money. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for real. Like,
okay. So I thought there was some secret meaning behind the platinum semi, but okay.
And also too, the right to conceal and bear arms. I think that's in our amendments in this world. So get your license and just know that weed is a plant. So at the end of the day, you know, because I heard you either got to have one license or the other, and I'm picking my gun license. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, coming from Massachusetts, you know we don't need a license.
Yeah.
For the other. So
So I keep it, and I got the license. And,
okay.
You know,
Let's see how we put those things together. I like it. Okay, all right. So I feel like the lyrics at the end pretty much repeat what we started off with. So we don't have to break down no more lyrics. Now I get to have some even more fun conversation with Seefour, right? So tell me, in doing this project, this good old 16-track project, what do you feel like was some of the most challenging moments for you during the process?
Hitting writer's block. I think I was in a studio, so Rob had me in the studio one time. We did one session, and that session went from 6 p.m. Shout out to Thrill, because we did it there. And we did 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning. And I just remember doing 7 songs that night. And it was a lot of like the energetic. It was like Pink Whitney. It was like a lot of the, I don't think I did like that night. I believe I did some other joints, but they just never made it and things of that nature. But it was just good. And then after that, the 6 turned into a bigger entity in itself. And he was like, 6, I think you could give me a better 6. So it was kind of like that theory of, I think that Quincy Jones used, if I'm not wrong, with Michael Jackson. Like they made like 30 tracks, but picked like 6, only the 6 that can make it, or it was something like that. It was
the hits,
like the hits, so to speak, and just really filling that out. And you know, one session turned into another session, and at that point, we was doing a lot of sessions at the rate of like 6 hours or 7 hours at a time, and just knocking out the tracks as much as we could. And yeah, so like it was dope.
He said, so it was dope. The way my brain is tired just hearing it. Yo, the artist.
Shout out to Najee as well, because Najee Janey helped me.
Shout out to the homie Najee.
Yeah. Shout out to Najee. He helped me like construct a lot of that in the studio. So, you know, that was the first time me ever having, you know, Rob executive produce and, you know, Najee kind of A&R and just be the, like that friend and that brother and that and that artist as well that appreciates what we do as our craft and like, yo, I want to push it further, you know. So yeah, like people was like, I had a lot of coaches within this realm of doing this project, which again, before I didn't have on Recovery Island. I feel like on Recovery Island, I had a lot of inexperienced coaches, or it was a lot of things where it was like, you know, go out there, you score. You putting on 60 points a night, y'all still ain't winning, and it's like, well, it ain't my coaching mechanism. It's you ain't putting up 100, like, nah. So just learning that, and then Mature was really just me and J Rose, my friend and producer, and just friend for figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Recording in his room, like we're trying to mature this sound and mature this music. So yeah.
Listen, you've always been a person that's been serious about your craft, even as young as you are, because you've been in the game for how long? Go ahead, throw that number out.
I'll say 7 now.
7.
Officially.
And at the tender young age of?
22.
7 years.
Yeah.
And he's only 22.
Yeah.
I think that speaks enough right in itself. I usually don't do this, but because I have Seefour sitting right here next to me right now, I would like to have a final thought with Seefour. So if there's anything that you would tell the younger you, let me see, if we're 22 minus 7, I got to do the mathematics. It's 15.
so
I can do math.
If I can tell my 15-year-old self something.
Yeah. What would you tell him?
I would tell my 15-year-old self that you have one life, and through that life, you're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs. And through those ups and downs, you're gonna figure out a lot about yourself. Don't hold anything back. Don't regret nothing. Trust in God. Love your family. Love what you do, and do it to the fullest.
You heard it right here first.
I think my 15-year-old self would probably figure that out as it goes.
Right, because we don't listen at 15. What are we talking about?
You know? So, yeah.
All right, so we talked about your project, and we got this live show coming up. So I'm really excited. Speaking of your live shows, man, your presence on stage, clearly undeniable.
Thank you.
And the energy that you see here, it's like you transform into, I hate to say it, but a beast or of some sort, like a good beast though, like so much energy, it's contagious. Yeah. What is that process? What's that transition from the Seefour we see here versus that energetic beast that we see on the stage?
I think it's a lot of my hardships. I'm starting to realize what is starting to fuel me now and what's starting to motivate me, and it's starting to get kind of back to the ground and back to the base of like why, you know, some days I would wake up as a kid and realize why this is like this, or why I can't get the answer to the questions that I'm given so much power and so much love to, or all these things that surround me. I can't get a question, I can't get an answer from them. So I think with the performance, I started to, you know, boil that down to what's inside of me. And then, like I said, the inspirations, the James Browns, the Princes, the Kendrick Lamars, the, you know, there's so many great performers that have that essence of, yo, I'm not trying to waste your money, you know? And it's really a lot of, you know, real artists, really pure artists that I just look into, and they could be male, female. It really don't matter. It's what was making people stop in their tracks and listen to what you're saying. You know, like there have been times where people have been talking and people are like, yo, be quiet. I'll be like, nope, it's okay. They'll listen.
Start rapping, don't worry about it.
Like once I start rapping, it's cool. And if you don't feel that way, it's fine. It's okay. You know, some things are not for some people. There's
very few who don't feel that way. I have bared witness to these moments happen. There'll be no crowd or whatever. It'll be kind of like scattered. And then Seefour gets on that stage and everybody's like, what's going on? Because his energy is so I can't find the right word because it's more than contagious. But
I feel too like we know what what we do. Kind of like your last guest said, you know, the haters be the biggest motivators. The haters be the ones that, you know, again, they like, and no matter how your energy, no matter if it's so genuine to the point where it's like, I'm jumping out my seat because I want to be the person you can put into the picture when you paint it. And if I'm not there, it's fine, but God knows the truth, and we all know how things have to play out and how things have to go, but you can't do it alone. And I just figure like what we do, we're gonna need so many people behind us to really, you know, push this message if they feel that it's right. And we're doing nothing wrong at that point. So yeah, I just feel like performing, I gotta do right by you. I gotta do right. That's all. At the end of the night, I just wanna do right by you, you know, make sure everything's good. So yeah, with that, you know, get your money's worth. You know? That's why you gotta get them tickets now while they're, you know, early birds. You know what I'm saying?
Because they gonna go up. They gonna go up.
They up. They going to 40. They 25 right now. They 25 right now. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna tell you, say you're $15, but it's all right because you're gonna get every single $40 worth and then some when you see this man.
And then also too, while you're at the show, make sure you get the merch. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What is going on here?
Seefour merch. Make sure you get the Seefour merch when you get there. So you know what I'm saying? As far as
just peeped at the I and then the 4 C and the 4. Okay, the way I'm so slow, but I got it. I got it. That's dope. You know that's really dope. You got the merch. You really branding yourself out here. I love this. That's really dope. Listen, I can talk to you for way too long, as we can see here. Listen, I can talk all day. But if you're looking for me, make sure you find me, Mzmophila, on everything. I'm not spelling it no more, because y'all know how to spell it these days. Also, check out my website, Mzmophila.com, so you can keep track of what I got going on all the different facets. And meanwhile, while you trunking over to, I can't speak, but while you're trucking on over to Mzmophila.com, make sure you stop over at InsideTheMaze on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell down at the bottom, right here in this video, so you can keep track of all the stuff that we're doing here at Inside the Maze, man. It's Mzmophila, so prophetic, so profound, just mature beyond his years. Mr. Seefour, thank you.
AKA Spirit, thank you.
AKA Spirit, let me get it right now.
Thank you, yeah.
Spirit.
You know, it's gonna start to hit, you know, Seefour, AKA Spirit, AKA, you know, AKA.
Oh, you hitting us with all the AKA? Okay, Erica, I see what you're doing.
I'm gonna start the AKA game, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with it. Listen, man, it's the Critical Breakdown. Mzmophila, peace out, man.